Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Good times for all. Zachary Zabala here if you prefer. In this video we're going to go over a couple changes that we've made. A couple good ideas. Marcool11, thank you so much. Gave me the idea of lifting the magnets up off of the scale and making sure that the scale did not move. The measurement was taken in the exact same place each time on the scale. So what we've done, we've taped down the piece of cardboard here and we've created a little pocket here to hold the our spheres. Another change, as you can see, there's a lot of air in there. That's no good. We need a solid object. It'll change the way it falls if they're different. So I was going to make a bunch of these because it's so difficult to do. I didn't want to try to do it on site, filling those without having the air. When you hold them this way, it's not too bad, but you still see some gaps, and there's just too much. Trying to fill 2 half spheres of sand and closing it without losing any is not easy. So Bob had a great idea to use coins. So I took 4 rolls of quarters in each one, plus a couple extra we had to put on there for the weight, which was a great idea because it's so much easier to get things to weigh the same when you're dealing with things that all are very precise. So we have 4 rolls of quarters and a couple extra, all taped together in the center as one solid mass, surrounded by a bunch of that foam. As you can see, now we have a nice solid object here that isn't going to be sloshing around as it's falling. We will go ahead and measure them. 1198. 1196. I might have to, oh wait, here we go. I'm going to make sure this thing is in the center. There we go, 1198. It's weird because even if the ball is leaning over and touching the edge, it'll change the center of mass and change the weight. So that was a great idea. Oh, I got a couple extra stowaways here on this one. We picked up the magnet picked up the batteries. We will set this one down in here, get it so it's not touching an edge. 1198. And then we have our other magnet over here. We're going to keep them separated by a few feet. We will set this one on there. 1198. So there you go, folks. We have 4 drop objects, all weighing the same, all spheres. Oh, he also had a great idea of not overlaying the tape too many times. I had it where they were 2 or 3 layers thick, and it was creating a little ledge that could create air friction. And so I went through and pulled off all the tape and reapplied it as one layer. So you have a couple X's on it now instead of just the 2 or the 1 going in different places on all the balls. They're all kind of funky looking now, as you can see. But it's just we're trying to get out any kinks that we can find. I love this idea as well because if the spheres break, it'll be so much easier than the sand here, trying to pick up every bit of sand you lost and putting it all back in there. If this breaks, we'll have extra foam there. We'll have more spheres, and the inside object shouldn't be too destroyed. Even if the quarter rolls break open, we'll be able to gather the quarters, put them in another roll, and get it all back together at the same weight. So thanks so much for the ideas. Now we're going to work on our catching apparatus. We don't want these to break. They might, but we're going to really try our best to be able to just drop the same objects over and over and over and over again without having to rebuild them. So that's where we're at now, and we're still in the process of finding a spot. If you know anybody in the Denver area that has access to we're looking for a terrarium type building, but even if we have to drop it outside, any building over 8 stories, 10 stories, somewhere in there, a low rise, nothing too tall. But where we could drop these from safely and get permission, we're just having some trouble finding that. So if you're in the area or know somebody in the area, please reach out to Bob or myself. We'd be much appreciated. So this is Good Times for All here signing out. As always, thanks for watching.